everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Nick Novak. We ranch in northwest Kansas. Today it's kind of a special day. We're turning our cows out to green pasture. As you can tell, it's not very green, but this year we are going to turn our spring cows into this little hidden spring pasture. It's about 40 acres. There's a big draw and there's a lot of green grass coming up in there, and it's cheaper to feed them that than it is to feed them. And so we're gonna let them out, graze that. We had 4 or 5 inches during that blizzard of snow. It amounted about 7,500. So everything's starting to green up a little bit. I mean, if you can tell here, I mean, I know I'm just searching for green grass, but there's grass. They can eat it. We're gonna let them just eat on this green grass, and we're expected rain on Sunday. If we get some rain Sunday, we're gonna be off to a good start this spring. But we're gonna first off get this hot wire going. This fence should be completely done. All we gotta do is build the gate here. We'll have to move the water tank over here. Might do a little dirt work. I'm just gonna use the water tank I have now. We're not gonna use this big one. Not yet anyways. We gotta check the fence on that side that me and Willa had been building the last 2 days, which we didn't video that because it's just pounding T-posts and put up electric fence. But anyways, let's get this hot wire up and let's get these cows turned out on some green grass today. Well, my initial thought was just to use wire, but I have this sitting right here that I had my old hot wire fence on. I think I'm just gonna use this for my gate. I think it'll be easier to use for the simple fact of the cows will be able to see it. I'll be able to see it if my wife's coming out here to check cows. If I ever have to be gone, she'll know where the gate's at and doesn't run through it. So let's find the end of this and get the trucking. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, is doubling up my wire. This is my insulator that I'll tie my gate handle to. What I do is I put it right in about the middle. You fold it over, maybe. Jeez. There we go. Give her one twist, and then you put it around the post. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna put my piece through the white. Like so. I'm gonna pull her tight. Now that I have it on there, I'm gonna make myself a little circle to put my fence on like that to hold that connection. Doesn't have to be perfect. Something like so. This should work pretty dang good. And something that's just gonna hold straight up and down. I'm gonna tighten it a little bit. Cut off the loose piece. There you go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my connection, my line, through the gate handle. Put the gate handle on the gate holder. I'm gonna pull the gate to where it's tight and loose enough to where I can grab it off and pull it off. I think right here is pretty dang good. So what I'm gonna do is tighten it up. It looks pretty dang good to me. So we got the gate handle on. What I need to do now is get a piece of wire that'll jump from this to this wire to make all this hot. The reason I don't really care, it's just a single hot wire. If the cows do get out into this side, it's still my pasture. Not that big of a deal. I don't want them to get out, but if they do, like I said, not that big of a deal. If this was along the road, I'd have at least 2 or 3 wires, and I'd prefer a permanent fence. But anyways, this is gonna do for now. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit to where it's completely tight, and then we're gonna put one connector on this wood post to where it's a nice even straight fence. For this, I'm just gonna use one of my handy dandy wood screws. You just screw them into the wood. Once they bite, it's pretty dang easy. Get it in there. Bang. Tight all the way through. Let's get the jumper cable. We'll pound a T-post on that side for the hot box, and put a piece of rebar in the ground for the ground. Be almost ready to turn cows out. All right, we're hot. Let's see if she's popping. If she's popping right here, she's good down there. She's hot. We'll go shut the gate down there, check this fence, check the other fence. We'll just do one more trip all the way around. I'll show you guys the new fence. And then, like I said, y'all, big day, 2025, March 24th or something like that. It's kind of a big thing to say. If I look back on this video, I'm gonna want to know what day it is. March 26th. And we're still gonna supplement a little alfalfa for them to keep those cows milking. But this is kind of taking the place of the hay. They'll get that green grass, and this is some older grass from last year that we'd left over down there in the draws and in the CRP. So there'll be a lot of dry forage out there for them still too. So we were just building fence up there on the hill. We were down here between our big pasture, 95 acres on this side, and this hidden spring pasture, the 40 acres here. Here's the new fence we've been working on. Will and I put all these T-posts in the last couple of days just to get this completely done. We did this part last year, we videoed that. I still gotta put one wood post there. But basically, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it at least this spring, so we just went ahead and put a hot wire up. We got all the T-posts, 4:1, T-post to wood post ratio. These are all used T-posts that we've bought in, nice and straight line. Let's get a plier and see if this is hot. This fence actually goes all the way around my neighbor's property. It'd be way down there to the farm ground, comes up all the way over a mile down that way. So there's a lot of hot fence, but it should be hot. She's hot. We'll go check the box real quick just to make sure. It's green lit up, but it's hot. I mean, it's definitely hot. I heard it clicking, but it's not very hot. But it should hold cattle. Well, you can see it's greening up a little bit, like here in this taller stuff. There's a lot of green grass coming here. And some of you guys in Georgia and everywhere else where you guys get a lot more rain than we do, changed my mind. I'm not gonna get the round bale. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a small square bale and let them out there. I don't want them to eat a lot of alfalfa and then go and eat all that green grass, and I don't think it'd be a good idea. So I'm just gonna hold on. We'll just get one small square just to get them over there. Then I have my Jeep to help push them calves out to that pasture. Come on, girls, let's go. Everyone's kind of just hanging out right here. Let's go, girls. Come on, babies. Let's go. Yep. All right, so kind of my plan is all the cows and probably half the calves are gonna be following me. I'm gonna get up on this hillside right before the gate. I'll drop off this small square of alfalfa on the ground and they'll just try to tear it up. And I'll drive back, push them little calves up this way with my Jeep to where they can see their mom so they know where they're going, at least a direction. And then I think once we do that, we'll be off to the races. Make sure we get a good head count on the calves. Try not to leave anybody over here. I'm gonna leave this open so that they, you know, if there's a calf that I miss or if a calf goes through the fence trying to get back to what it's used to, we'll still be fine. And we pulled up on the little red. Perfect. We're gonna drop it off here. They're all coming. There's a few calves left behind. Little calves, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go find your mamas, babies. Come on, girls and boys. Little calves, man, they're so cute. So cute. Well, that didn't go to plan. They broke it open. I got some of it, but they're parked where it opened up at. Dang cows. Girls, let's go. I got a few coming. All it's gonna take is a few. Let's go. Look what I got right here. Come on. Come on, fatties. Let's go. Well, we got cows at the gate. They're all coming. I'm gonna set you guys up here and I'm gonna go grab the rest. All right, y'all, we got some heading out. That's the pair from inside the corral that I let out. We'll see if they stay paired up or not. The calves are gonna be in and out of the wire, which is fine. Same with that side. But between me and my neighbor, we have a cross fence and a hot wire, so we should be good. Well, they're all gonna go check their surroundings. I'm gonna drive out here, try to get a count on the calves. 1, 2, and make sure we have all the calves. If not, go back and look and just bring them over here themselves. One calf's looking for its mom. Its mom's first calf heifer, freaked out, walking around, whatever. 2 calves up there. Let's keep. Well, these cows sure are enjoying themselves some green grass down here in this little draw. Anyways, there's one calf, number 30, that I can't find, so it must have laid down somewhere as we're coming to the pasture. I know it's got to be on the west half. So we'll go look for him real fast, and then I want to grab the Bobcat, we'll dump out the water tank that they have. It's about half full. And bring it over here. We'll bring the bucket with the Bobcat, make a little pad for it. Here he is. He's the youngest one. So I'll just grab him. We'll set him here and go put him by his mom. Let's go find your mommy, buddy. This is his mom right here. That's why I dropped him right here. Oh, you're fine. She has a little abscess under her chin. I drained it before it got bad, but when we work these when we work these calves in a couple weeks, probably another month or so, when we castrate, give first round of shots, we'll probably, when we have the vet out, or when my uncle's here, who's basically a vet, have him come out and just take care of it. So I don't know exactly what you do. It depends if it's hard or not. I'm sure it'll be hard, so you probably just cut it open and squeeze it out. Well, while we're waiting for the Bobcat to start, we figured we'd chat a little bit. You know, I think like 5 years ago, there was a big snowstorm in April 30th, I believe, which is only March 26th. So there's still potentials for snow, but with the weather, we can see 10 days. And if it's gonna get close, we'll bring them all back into where they were at and we'll be fine. So weather, not really too worried about it. If we have to start feeding hay, we still have hay left over. We can start feeding it. You know, if their conditioning starts going down, we still got bales of alfalfa. So we have a bunch of options. But ultimately that cheatgrass is, when it heads out, those cows hate it. They will not eat it at all. So as soon as it starts growing, it's smart to get them cattle out there grazing it, because that stuff grows like a weed. And I don't know, it might even be a weed. But anyways, if we can get it grazed down and then we rotate them to a different pasture, and then when that stuff starts coming up again, you hit it hard again, you can really utilize your grass better than just letting that stockpile go to seed and then they don't eat it at all. So it's not working as good as I thought it would. There we go. I hate wasting water, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, we got the flat pad, the tank's here, water's right there. First things first I'm gonna do, before I get shocked, is I'm going to turn this off so I don't have to worry about it when I'm going back and forth. I'm missing the rubber piece that goes inside here. I robbed the plastic piece off of that side. If it doesn't work over there without the plastic piece, I'll run to town and get a piece for it. But if it's leaking into the tank, I'm fine with that. If it's leaking here, there's not really a point. So I'd rather it be good and sufficient here and not over there. There we go. And with luck, it's not leaking, so we should be good. Couple pieces of stuff in there, and that's coming off. Anyways, guys, this tank's low enough that I like it for those little calves to drink, because you'd be surprised how much those 1, 2, 3, 4-week-old calves drink. They drink a lot of water. Well, let's just say they will drink water if you give it to them. Anyways, y'all, they haven't really moved off that little middle pasture where they've been at. All the calves, looks to me like, are laying down. Some of them might be grazing a little bit, but I think they're gonna like their new home. This is a way better place for them. Where they were at is getting a little too dirty. They've been there for 4 months on 15 acres, and really they're only utilizing about 4 or 5 acres of it. They're not really utilizing this back patch as much. They have been once it started greening up a little bit, but really being on 45 acres for these cows for the next extended period of time is gonna be better for the calf's health, and this green grass is gonna help them cows just milk a whole heck of a lot better. Anyways, y'all, tank's good, cows are out, all the calves are accounted for. We ranching. Let's go, baby. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.